Welcome to the Rig and Farm YouTube channel. In this video, we'll show you how we installed turbines on the roof of our shipping container to significantly cool down the inside, and you'll get to see several updates on our farm. We shared our new chicks and ducklings in our last video. Give this video a thumbs up if you think they're cute. They quickly outgrew the plastic tote we've been using as a brooder, so we needed a solution. This new 110-gallon water trough will give them plenty of room until they're moved outside. It can be repurposed for many other things on the farm, such as a water trough. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you don't already to watch how these babies grow. This giant fake rock is the housing for our new well. The water company came to take a sample to send off to ensure we have clean drinking water in the new home. They said it should take a few days to get the results. Let's see if we have water. Oh, that's right, the main valve to the house is shut off in case any of the faucets inside are on. We definitely don't want to flood or damage our new home before we're even allowed to step inside. The water company ran several hundred feet of pipe leading to our garden. We officially have running water within reach of our plants. Too bad pretty much everything has already died of thirst. Our last video showed a mystery piece of metal near the transformer. It appears to be some kind of shielding to prevent it from being covered up in the event of erosion. We added a standard electrical outlet on this pole 40 feet from the house, and the meter is put together and running. I guess we can expect a bill soon. Woohoo! Bricks were placed underneath the concrete footers on our chicken shed in order to level it and allow the doors to close properly. Now it's about time to modify it into a chicken coop. Keep an eye out for that video in the near future. The corner bracing we installed on the garden fence is still holding up well and preventing the fence posts from bending and leaning. Let's get on to the turbine installation. The location of the holes were marked to ensure we had the correct sizing and even spacing we wanted for the 3 units on the roof of our 40-foot-long shipping container. If you don't already know, the way these work is that the hot air inside the container will rise and escape while spinning the turbine and pushing cool air down into the container. It's essentially air conditioning that runs off free energy. Each box contained 1 turbine, a mounting base, and the screws to attach the two. Check out the link in the description if you're interested in purchasing these turbines or any of the tools we used to install them. Ashley's dad loves working on projects like this and was the mastermind behind this whole plan. He used our Ryobi battery-powered angle grinder with a metal cutting wheel to cut along the markings and create the necessary holes. Unlike me, he was smart and wore jeans this day to prevent hot metal shavings from going into his legs. I had to stand back because I wore shorts and didn't feel like driving 2.5 hours to go home and change. Each hole took about 5 minutes to cut all the way through. You probably don't want to watch that whole process, so here's a condensed version of the first hole we cut. This is what it looked like from the inside of the container with the mounting base resting in place. The hole provides cooling and natural light. Let's take care of those other 2 holes before moving on to the installation of the turbines. Look how much material was taken off the cutting wheel during this process. We can save our spare one for a future project. Shipping containers have ridges, so to get a good seal, we cut a 1x4 into 6.5-inch pieces to fill in that space. We drilled pilot holes into the lumber and the roof before adding the roofing sealant and screws to secure it into place. On the first one, we added the sealant directly onto the roof, and the next two we applied to the bottom of the mounting base. All of the nooks and crannies were filled in before we screwed self-tapping metal screws through the base and into the roof. 24 screws were used on each one, and then we went back and added more sealant around the edges to ensure a watertight barrier. The turbines were set on top and secured with the included screws. They are working exactly as they should. It was incredible how much of a difference these turbines made. Before this installation, our container was like walking into an oven, and now it's more comfortable inside than outside in the sun. We highly suggest this to anyone who has a shipping container that doesn't want the contents inside baking during the summer heat. This modification was very affordable and took the two of us about an hour's worth of work altogether. Our Cornish cross chickens are 7 weeks old at the time of this video being posted and are almost ready for processing. We'll be posting how the first chicken slaughtering and butchering goes in our next video. Also keep an eye out for a video on the cost analysis of how much we spent raising chickens for meat and see how much we made selling live birds versus selling them packaged and ready to cook. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time!